Why do some women have crazy requirement lists? Okay. It seems like this is just normal these days. We don't do this, we don't do that. Why? Okay. What's good? What's going on? My skin pose. Welcome to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe and share. Get the word out. Share love. Yeah. Let's talk about it. So it seems that men and women are not on the same pages when they come into relationships. There's a desire to be together. I believe the desire from a man's perspective is different. And of course I'm leaning with a certain bias towards men based on my own as a man, but also from my observations and based on what our women have told us about how many men they've managed to use. So there's a certain degree of sincerity. I'm not saying this is all women and this is all men, but oftentimes when a man is engaging in a serious relationship, he's of course taking on an individual to take care of. So oftentimes he engages with a sense of sincerity, with a sense of naivety to some extent, because as the question I posed earlier, like I put forth, why is it that women can come in with saying, I need that, I need that, I need that, I don't eat here, I don't do that. And that's because too many of us men are allowing of that. We empower this because if it was not available, if it was not being seen, or there was an example of it, it's not something that they refer to. Now, of course, maybe we're moving through a shift right now where men are waking up to, hey, maybe I'm just being used. Maybe I'm just a footy call. You know, as men wake up, more should wake up because I would not go to a company that I'm looking for a job for and put forth all my requirements to the T. Like I need a sandwich in the morning. I need to make sure that somebody's fanning me down while I walk because it's too hot outside. I could not put ridiculous for standards because I would not be hired. I couldn't even think that because it's not a thing that we can think to occur. But you have this women have the audacity, the capacity to, and sit there and say, a man must be making $100,000. She's not even playing, but she got 4 children, about 3 different dads or 2 different dads, and she's overweight, and she'll say all these things with a straight face. Because the problem is that there's some individuals, some men, who are accommodating these women, and these individuals maybe they're fit, healthy looking, and so forth. On a hungry day, they go and service these women so that these women are deluded to this to the point that they think that these can be their requirements. Now, I'm encouraging men to have standards and requirements because when you engage with a woman, you are going to be the responsible one, taking care of, managing the situation, making sure you're a leader and not being stumped on. But the point I want to bring in this video is that the ridiculous list are empowered by us. Maybe not the good ones. It's not me, but the male species is helping women believe that they can attain that because someone has attained it before. They told their girlfriend, my man does this and that. And especially the wealthy brothers, the NBA players, they're reckless with their money. They come from single parent households and they do cater to the women in such a way that's ridiculous. So when a woman hears that story, she feels, I can attain the same thing too. Especially they compare themselves in terms of outlook. It says outer appearance. It says, I'm just as cute, and if she could position herself to get what she got from a man, I could do the same thing too. And some of the stories are very common on the basic level. Some man is working a regular job and doing all these things for a woman who does not deserve it. That's the point. There's nothing wrong with taking care of somebody who's got your back in a way. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these individuals that I just dealt with lists of requirements of princess, queen treatment, and they don't have a desire to cater to you. Now, if we remove that, we will only cater to quality individuals who have best interest at heart. And best interest is often told over time because it's when you've gone through some calamity, some crisis. That's when you're going to know that this person genuinely has my back. Not just because, oh, yeah, when I love my man, I love him to death. Those are words. But when we remove this ideology of you don't get catered to unless you serve a certain position. Like you don't get benefits from a company unless you play a certain role to which you turn out for that task, for those specific jobs that you signed up for. So the entitlement of this list are coming from examples of men who have done. Now we cannot line up men and take them out and say you're simping for women. We want to recreate the society, but enough of us can reclaim that narrative and put it forth like we will not cater to that or battle that. All right, that's enough. Peace, love, and blessings.